Within the strange mind of an inverted Earthworm, he was able to conjure up one of the most random as fuck 3D adventures in the history of the N64.
Poop.
Out.
Ow.
On the N64, because that's where all the hip new 3D platformers were around at this time.
And now he's going to take a dive into his now decrepit mind.
Rockstar.
By Rockstar and developed by that guy. It's Earthworm Jim 3D for the N64.
And because someone's emulating this, the preview is running at hyperspeed. Also, wait, the Rockstar made this?
I don't think Rockstar made this. I think they published it.
Okay.
But yeah, Earthworm Jim 3D is that one game in the Earthworm Jim franchise that not a lot of people like to talk about, and we'll see in a moment why that's the case. But we join our hero as he's pretty much sick in bed because, well, you know, a cow landed on him.
Straight up, that intro is actually canon.
Yeah. Basically, he suffered the same fate that Princess What's-Her-Name did in the first game.
Close family and celebrity buddies.
Yep, Elvis.
Yes. That's why we have a random Elvis caricature.
And apparently, I mean, there's a lot of ways it could set this up, but basically it's time for a good old-fashioned Psychonauts-esque adventure.
Yep. Where it's pretty much the entire point of the game as opposed to being something that you get to do every once in a while. So we're not actually playing as Earthworm Jim per se, but we're literally playing as his super ego, which looks and plays exactly like him.
And it's a really big one.
And it's voiced by Dan Castellaneta.
Yeah, because that was the guy that voiced him in the animated series. Oh, hey, Peter.
And I think James can do a decent Peter impression, so go for it.
Earthworm Jim, is that you?
I don't know. I feel sort of funny. I feel...
Smaller?
Yeah, that's it. Smaller, but groovier.
I'm Peter Puppy, your best friend and brain tour guide. You must be Jim's superego.
Okay.
Released by your brains as the last line of defense to stop total global annihilation.
Okay, that was a funny
So,
pun.
comatose insanity.
What is this place? Is there a restroom in here? I really gotta go.
This is Brain Central, the fuse box of your mind.
Again, emulation
It's where
lights
your
nuts.
four worm brains connect. And no, you'll have to wait.
More brains?
Right now, the brains are in turmoil, and your sanity is in danger.
What's sanity?
Your worst fears and anxieties have been released and are trashing your tiny mind.
Yeah.
Face up to it, Jim. You've lost your marbles. And you better get them back.
As a currency.
Da-da-da. No mere thought is mightier than the super ego of Earthworm Jim. Bring on the bad guys.
There you.
Not just yet, buddy. Before you can go there,
What?
I'm contractually obligated to supply some information.
Darn contract obligations.
It's a tutorial.
Collect your marbles to fix the fabric of your mind.
Okay.
I wasn't even. No, that wasn't me talking. Never mind. And as you get smarter, the doors will open up in your head. Finding golden udders will recharge the powers of the sacred cow of contemplation.
The sacred what of what?
It controls the brain. Control portals in your brain is your only chance for full recovery.
Here's the deal. Marbles are notes, golden udders are jiggies, it's Banjo-Kazooie, have at it.
And remember, Earthworm Jim, your brain is a dangerous place.
Oh, speaking
So there's
of
our
which,
first jiggy.
Well, that didn't take much effort. So with this first udder, we have access to our very first level.
Oh, and even for some reason keeps track of your steps.
Yeah, for whatever reason. I don't get it either.
Wait, is that supposed to be like the actual steps in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I'm
No
not sure
clue
what they
why.
wanted to prove with that, but... So basically, this entire game is comprised of 4 worlds. You got memory, you got happiness, you've got, just as soon as we approach it... Oh!
Hey, Jimmy, remember me? It's me, Snotty, your bestest booger buddy. I haven't
From
seen the show, so I
Earthworm
don't
Jim
know how
2.
he sounds. I'm here to help you when you see me. Run right over. I don't know if he was in the show, and I don't know who voices him. I'll give you a tip. Help me out. Help me. The emulation's
there
driving
it
me
goes.
crazy.
Okay, so anyway, the other worlds are
Fear.
fear.
Again, the emulation is overclocking this thing to heck and back, and please, there's no other way to play this
Fantasy?
game.
Fantasy. Which I need
we need
a
a
lot of
lot.
udders in order to activate.
Gotcha.
And I believe fear is the last one, or is it fantasy that's the last one?
I feel like fantasy is the last one.
Oh, and a cute thing is back there. There was also a little porthole that was like eyes, You can actually look through the eye to see Peter Puppy looking over you on your hotel bed. Not hotel bed, hospital bed. Also, you have a... Oh, there's the golden cow of contemplation.
Earthworm Jim is here. This is Earthworm Jim, having a one-night stay at the hospital hotel.
Anyway, so there's more to. He's our big tutorial. He's like our big tutorial guy. The golden cow is who we can give our udders to, or I think he can tell us where other udders are.
I believe it's either he's just the one you give your udders to, or he does he's the one that activates the doors for you.
Bells come from the sacred cow of memories and his shiny altar. It is I, Earthworm Jim, superhero turned super ego. Can it be the chosen worm?
Yes,
Actually,
Super Comic
you've
Guru.
come at a bad time. Could you call back?
What?
Don't stand in my way, cow. I've been sent to fix things, including you. Your tiny cycle has invaded this brain and fixated on a single bad memory. You might not think you remember the terrible Farmyard Waldo 72, but you do.
Does he?
You were still a child when the war ended, but it was locked in your mind. Is this a post-traumatic stress thingy? Now you must travel into the mind to resolve the conflict between the beasts.
You're never too young to have a Vietnam flashback.
And end this clicking hell. Or clucking hell.
Maybe for everyone.
And the great worm spirit, I'll right this wrong. No crow messes with my head. Before you go to work, you'll need to know about getting into your mind, even though you're technically already in your mind. The doors will only open when you find enough marbles. Break the marble high score in each area of your brain to increase the total marble count.
Hence notes.
Use the start button to see your high scores. I'll open the first door for free. And watch out, Worm Guy. It's a farmyard out there.
There we go.
So it is. By the way, I just love that old cliche that even cows can be males, even though I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be bulls.
It's a farmyard out there.
Coop
So listen to the coup d'etat.
Oh, that's it.
And well, use the heli head, but yeah, you're Rayman as well. Also,
Technically,
honestly,
this did first.
Oh, that is actually you're right. I guess okay. I mean, yeah, let it be. I mean, I guess honestly, most of the moveset that you had in Earthworm 1 and 2, you got here. So that's nice.
Yeah, you do. And while I will admit some of your abilities are not as good in 3D as others, I will give Earthworm Jim 3D the benefit of the doubt. The controls in this game are actually not that bad. I would just more so say that the level design in itself can be the make or break situation, in that they can either drag or they don't make the most extent of your abilities.
Gotta destroy these boxes with my face on it. That's my best Cyclone impression. So, moving on. There's actually not a lot of enemies at first. We learn about how we can whip these things into shape.
Chippermonk.
Go.
Yeah.
Whip it.
Like that.
There he goes. So, I mean, okay, first of all, if I want to get this out here while I have the platform,
What happens if I whip it again?
Oh.
Wow. Only had enough in it for one spin.
You were saying, Logan?
Here. Get move. Is that, if I want to use the platform to say anything, it's that no one has ever done a long play of this game. No one has ever done a complete Let's Play of this game.
And
at least
honestly, I'm wondering. I mean, granted, it's not that. I will admit. I mean, it's not that great of a game, granted. But that's shocking to me. Like, you think someone out there would have gone out of the way to make a long play of this game?
Something on YouTube, anything to have it exist on the right now.
Maybe.
Hello.
Well, you still have the percentage health from the game, so that's good. Maybe you're just not looking hard enough, Logan.
Maybe. I'll check. I already checked YouTube. I'll check elsewhere. I checked GameAnyone.com. It's not there. Maybe it is, and maybe just the quality wasn't that good. But just as far as I've seen.
How about what's the name of that website that tracks how fast someone can beat a game?
How long to beat? Oh, I could try that. That is true. Jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fridges have launched.
And it's not as fun as the cows being launched, but hey, we got another.
I mean, I kind of do. I mean, it is. It definitely feels a little. I do appreciate how different it feels compared to the cows. Like you're not just launching them off a catapult.
Sure.
You're literally just launching them off as rockets. Now, where they're gonna land, hell knows where they are.
We just helped in the war.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as I've seen, no one has ever really I haven't found readily available any big play through this game. Oh, geez, grenades.
Yeah.
that are shaped like eggs.
Yeah, but so I guess let's get to...
Oh, I get it. Gren eggs.
Oh, and there's the general.
Hey, soldier. You're the sorriest looking chicken I've ever seen.
Yes, I'm not.
Oh, he just
Merciful mug beans! It's Colonel Pluckett, the great war hero.
That's right, son. I've got a mission for you.
A mission? For me? Catchphrase!
Those treacherous cows have enlisted the help of the Sonic mercenaries. Prickly pranksters have stolen my briefs.
Frankly, that doesn't have as nice of a ring to it.
Your top secret
hedgehog.
battle plans?
No, my underwear. Get them back for me, son. Chicken kind depends on it.
That's what this is
No
all
problem, Pluckett. You can debrief me when I get back.
Oh,
I'm
the
not touching
humor.
that one.
So the humor from the show is here as well. It would seem.
Pretty much. I mean...
Which whoop?
Oh gosh.
Ouch.
Ow.
Okay, someone's enjoying the clips. So okay, I guess
Truthfully, yes, I do.
So before I guess we get to the actual meat of this. How do you feel the game fully do you think there's a reason why no one's ever really given this a lot of attention, James?
I mean, it's another one of your typical take classic 2D game and put it into the 3D space, which usually is like a half and half ordeal. Like sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. I will say right now I haven't gotten too far into the game myself. I think I only got as far as the Psycho boss fight, which is really it's a boss fight in quotes. But otherwise, I mean, I do think the controls are there. If this does feel like I'm playing Earthworm Jim to an extent. I just think I think maybe what it is that the overall level design of this game, despite how weird the premise is a little, for lack of a better word, contemporary.
I'm looking at it now, and the game doesn't look bad for N64, and so far the handling isn't too bad.
Jim himself looks fine. I mean, granted, he could use a little extra detail, but otherwise, there they are, the sweet silver pantaloons.
Is the camera controlled by C-stick or by?
Yes, C buttons.
Yeah.
Then, fucking hedgehog pranksters. All right, but yeah, I mean, it's I don't know to say, it doesn't, looking at all, the game doesn't look awful. Does it just get tired or slow after a while?
A bit, yeah, because I'm also going to say this right now. This stage is pretty much makes up the entire look at, because it is a bit beefy.
Okay.
You know, the way I think a decent comparison that you can make, and you can tell me whether it'd be an accurate comparison or not, this kind of feels something along the lines of A Hero's Tale in that, it's not inherently bad. It just feels like it could have done a little bit more to, feel like it belongs in the same caliber as its predecessors.
I guess so. Even though I'm still on the side that thinks it's one of the better Spyro games outside of the original trilogy.
Fair. I mean, looking at its competition, I can see.
To be fair, I think what also doesn't help in Jim's case, well, it's much like A Hero's Tale before, the original developer of the two games did not return for.
Click the button on the vending machine to get more ammo. It doesn't sparkle. The machine may be empty or turned off.
Thank you, Snot. Why don't you stick around my backpack and help me out a bit? No, sorry, I'm contractually obligated to be your tutorial guy.
Leprechaun gun.
I think it's supposed to be a gnome gun or something like that, but yeah.
It homes in on them. Okay.
I don't know. I will say this much: I do think, for what it's worth, the zany, they do have some fun with the additional ammo types that you get in the game.
It's a neat little twist. I'm still giving it credit right there, but
it makes sense. Well, I'll give them that.
But oh dear, we're under fire.
You know what also doesn't help with Earthworm Jim 3D's case? The levels can be very spacious, and Jim himself,
he seems kind of slow.
Yeah, he can't run fast worth crap.
Oop.
So it just drags a bit. Also, it's hard to see what people are shooting from.
Oh, you know what?
Also,
yes.
I think I know what the joke is with that gun, and if you guys said it already, I apologize. Gnoming missile.
He mentioned it was a gnome. I heard him say leprechaun when he first got it, so I thought it was a leprechaun.
It might have been a gnome. I don't know. It looks like they both may as well be the same thing. And by the way, I'm actually about to cheese this bit.
Boom.
You're actually supposed to go through 2 other rooms in order to move the briefs
Closer.
over to an easier spot to grab them from. But if you can pull off a super jump from there, you can easily get them and skip and pretty much bypass the rest of it.
Wow.
There's no marbles in the other rooms from what I remember, so in a way we're pretty much cutting back a bit of padding.
Save the frames and oh no!
Ah!
Oh,
I was about to say, you said that there are no marbles there. Are there any udders that we need to get there?
No udders.
Nah, this is the udder.
It's all just for the sake of getting the silver pentaloons.
Okay.
Hello.
Whoa.
Wait.
You're not Colonel. Ah! Pain!
Wait, where's the chicken?
Holy cow! Where's General Pluckett?
Colonel Pluckett.
I'm Gunnery Sergeant Mussolini.
Ha.
Wait.
The Colonel's been captured and taken to our Poultry of War camp.
Wait.
Oh.
Under subsection 1 of the Farmyard Convention, paragraph 8, Directive 97, also when this game was originally in development, I'm obliged to return any items of underwear to the prisoner.
Go ahead, take them. They don't fit me anyway.
Please give us a golden udder in return.
I'm sure he will.
For being the enemy, he does, well...
He adheres to the code.
That's good, at least.
Jim? Hey, Calvin Cluck. Nice fabric. This guy's got taste.
Calvin Klein. Huh.
You seem like a battle-hardened soldier. We could use your help.
To fight against the...
Take out the bomb-laying chicken upstairs, or we're all mincemeat.
So this is one of those things like, do you think...
Never fear. I'll fry that bird in my own special blend of herbs and spices, despite the fact that I was helping him earlier.
Remember, soldier, when you dispatch that bird, report to me. Now move it!
I guess it's like a... I guess it's kind of like a neutral party thing. Anywho's nice.
In a way, you can sort of say it's like Spyro 2, where you literally have 2 worlds where you're pretty much fighting against the opposition.
Oh, I know what you're thinking of. That one war-torn world.
Not so much war-torn well, okay, I guess you could argue it is pretty much war-torn, but yeah, basically in one level you're helping out the birds against the worms, the other level you're helping out the worms against the birds.
I thought they were supposed to be blobs.
No, they're worms.
Oh, I'm guessing that's something reignited, like, makes more apparent?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm also looking at it here, it's like, I mean, yes, the levels are long, but as opposed to having to find 10 of the things, you only have to find 3 udders in each quote-unquote, like, stage of the memories. And how many stages are there in each mine?
Around 2 or 3.
Then yeah, the game doesn't... Then with that taken into account, unless you need to start collecting more and more udders in each level, it doesn't seem like it's big of a problem.
Well, the biggest thing you want to worry about is collecting marbles, because they don't explicitly say it, but like well, okay, I guess they sort of did, but it's not like collecting the marbles isn't actually the main reason you want to collect them. It's because if you collect a certain amount of them, your IQ levels up, and basically the levels only open up depending on what your IQ level is.
I do remember that
fair.
that actually leads into some amusing jokes. Like, I think one of the lower ranking ones you could start off with is like IQ of a bank attorney.
Yes.
I remember that. I think one of them was like IQ of like yogurt or IQ of like food. It was something more like, but yeah, and there'll be like text that appears on top of it as soon as we like get enough. Anyway, let's go find that bomb lane chicken.
Even if this game doesn't hold a candle to the original games, I do appreciate that some of the writing feels a little, well, like, not so much haha funny, but it's more so, it's kind of...
You know, it's, I forget where I read it, but it was this perfect, freaking bomb laying eggs. Bomb laid eggs, sorry. It reminds me...
Bombs. Here we go.
That was it. Smart as a waffle.
Whoops. Ungroovy.
But,
and actually, funny you make that joke, since they were both made by Duckton Apple.
Yes.
That is true. Careful. Oh, jeez.
For those that don't know what I'm referencing, Catch Scratch.
Yeah.
Ow.
There was literally a character named Waffle in it, and that's his catchphrase.
And he's voiced by Kevin McDonald.
A.K.A. Pleakley.
Yeah, I was like, I knew I recognized him from something.
Yeah,
It's
like, it's kind of funny. Like, I remember it being pretty funny a lot of times, and I do like a lot of the voice actors, like Kevin McDonald, I know Rob Paulson voiced this. Yeah, thank you, I was about to say that. Wayne Knight and Rob Paulson.
Who voiced the Scottish man who basically just sounds exactly like the bartender from freaking Moonstruck, if you want to know.
Well, hey, it's a good thing that game pretty much faded in the realms of obscurity, so we can just reuse that voice and make it seem like new.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think they had Maurice LaMarche as the butler.
I think so.
I believe so, yes.
So, what was I going to say? We're mentioning this. How many, like, do you have to start collecting more and more udders in each world, or is it just like 3 in each one still?
To that, I don't remember. I want to say they add in a few more udders the further you progress along, but it's been a while since I actually, played the game to that extent. Like I said, I think it only got as far as the, oh god, now we got the freaking
egg mines.
Egg mines.
Also,
and even worse, they're sunny side up!
Oh jeez. Also, I'm curious, what was your experience with the show like?
I'll let you go first.
Okay, fair enough. I forget when I learned about the show per se, but we all remember way back in the early days of YouTube where Content ID was practically nothing more than a memory, and people actually did up and just release full episodes of the original Earthworm Jim show. Ooh. I mean, hell, for all I know, they probably still do. But I do remember like way back back during those days, I actually did watch a fair bit of this cartoon, and I mean, for what it was worth, I do appreciate that it kept fairly faithful to the tone of the actual games. Zany and random and all that crap.
Of course.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I kind of watched the show very sporadically growing up, like, only watched it here and there, but from what I remember, I remember enjoying it fair enough. Like, it definitely is, to this day, it probably is the most faithful of all the video game adaptations we've ever had for television.
To an extent, but I will also, you could argue it essentially was one of the better adaptations out there, though. To be perfectly honest, I think Castlevania kind of outranked it recently, so...
Well, of course. Well, I just meant like for the longest time it was.
It was. That is true. To its credit, it did last that long, and thank you, Mussolini, for actually approaching a little further into the level so I don't have to backtrack all the way. Outstanding work! You've earned this, soldier. Wear 'em with pride. That's the extraction point. Now move out!
How he expects us to wear these, I don't know. And I will say, back in the day when YouTube copyright...
in hindsight, this Mussolini, that's something only girls wear.
Oh.
Are you questioning your commanding officer?
No, sir. No, sir, no.
See, no, I thought in Hawaii they wore muumuus.
Dun-dun-dun.
No, any hooser. I remember back in the day when the YouTube copyright thing was a whole, like, was barely existent. I remember
it was incredibly loose and to a point where it was non-existent. And
I remember watching episodes of The Super Show on it.
Same here. What a time. And or full episodes of Whose Lines Is It Anyway?
I know, so good. Anyway, hi, what was your experience? How did you find
many of the House of Mouse shorts.
Oh, yeah, so I'll say, hi, what was your exposure with the show like?
I already said what it was like.
Oh, whoops. Okay, my bad. I thought everybody has to, like...
Smell?
I have no idea what the smells encounter is.
That's gotta be something.
But for the love of God, please, I want to end it all. Put me out of my misery, Doctor.
Yes.
And that's
so, yeah. Again, if there's anybody out there who would like to do this, I can guarantee you that you would be the first I'd ever have seen. If you wanted to go ahead and do something for this game, I want to see more of it, but I do think that maybe it could get a bit tired after a while. Depends on how fast or how neat the levels are. But
yeah, I feel like there has to be a reason why we haven't seen a full long play or whatever of this game yet.
Right.
I just don't know what.
Anyway, I enjoyed that though.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, as far as I'm concerned, we're pretty much done with the Earthworm Jim series for now. I mean, wait, what's that? Game Boy Color game? You're silly. Till next time, guys.
I don't know who ever played that thing except for me. And I liked it.
Well done.